Your Honor, ah, nasa akin na yung pangalan ng importer. So, I would like to say it now. Yung tinanong nyo kanina, Your Honor, kung sino yung nag-import.
Okay, sige, ganito muna. You hold on to your horses, Mark. Let us listen first to Commissioner Faildon. Sige, Commissioner.
Yung importer po, ma'am, is a company na EMT Trading.
EMT Trading.
Yes, ma'am. And yung registered owner ay si Irene May Tatad. Nakakulong po yata ito ngayon, Your Honor. I would like Mr. Taguba to correct me if I'm wrong because I think siya yung I think he knows it.
Okay,
so
sige.
kung mali yung aking sinabi, I would...
So, ang consignee dun sa importation na yon ay EMT Trading. Tama, Commissioner?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
The registered owner is Irene May Tatad.
Anong tawag po sa opisina?
RMO,
Ano pong ibig sabihin ng opisina na yon?
Risk Management Office. Kung di po ako nagkakamali.
So this is the same risk management office that was mentioned by Commissioner Faildon. Mr. Chair, considering the vital information, I believe, which can be shared by the RMO with respect to the alleged manipulation of this yellow lane, green lane, red lane, in relation to the TARA system, I humbly move that we invite for our next hearing the head of the Risk Management Office of the BOC.
Second, Mr. Chair.
Okay, there is a motion to invite the risk management officer of the BOC, the head. Duly seconded. Any objection? Hearing none, the said motion is now approved.
Mr. Taguba, kung ako mag-i-import ng firearms and ammunition, but I will be enrolling myself in the TARA system, alleged by you. So mapupunta ako sa green lane, exempted ako from document inspection, exempted ako from physical examination, malulusot ko ang firearms and ammunitions without knowledge at all of the BOC.
Well, unang-una, hindi po ako papayag na magpasok ng ganyan.
That is only an assumption. That is a hypothetical question.
Pero, yes po, Your Honor.
Yes, because you said the reason why you enrolled yourself to what you allege as Davao Group is to be able to avail of this TARA system, which, as described by Mr. Guban, has been existing in BOC since time immemorial. And the significance of this TARA system, kapag nag-green lane ka, exempted ka sa document inspection, exempted ka din sa physical examination. Do you confirm that?
Yes, sir. Pwede ko po bang dagdagan yun? Hindi naman po, katulad po ng sinabi niya, time immemorial po, nandiyan na po yung TARA. Hindi po naman namin ginusto na pasukin yung TARA system na yan. Kaya naman ginagawa yan, siyempre, yung mga negosyante, kung makakabawas ka ng babayaran, gagawin mo. Lalo na kung itong mga
For some, yes.
Ito pong
But for
nagpapakonsolidate.
some, there is intention really to bring in contraband. Yung iba ang gusto magtipid lang. Pero yung iba, chances are, the intention really is to bring in prohibited items. Would you agree
Yes.
with me?
Yes, Your Honor. Pero katulad po ng sinabi ko, paano naman yung mga maliliit na nagnenegosyo? Kung yung kalaban nila na nagnenegosyo din, dumadaan sa TARA system, sila naman hindi. paano nila maibibenta yung mga produkto nila na hindi nila kayang tapatan yung presyo ng mga taong yun?
That is just a portion of a bigger perspective, Mr. Taguba. I am more alarmed about the national security of the country considering the manipulation of the entry of goods inside the country. For the information of the Filipino people, based on the previous testimony of our resource persons, kapag enrolled ka sa TARA system, you avail of the green lane, exempted ka sa document inspection, exempted ka sa physical examination. Kung nasa yellow lane ka, exempted ka sa document exemption, inspection, pero hindi ka exempted sa physical examination. Is that correct?
Yes po.
At
Yes, Your
kapag
Honor.
red lane ka, subject ka both to document inspection and to physical examination.
Yes po, Your Honor.
Okay. This one is very short, just to wind up.
Okay, Congresswoman Jinky Luis, you are recognized.
About the manipulation of the yellow lane, the green lane, and the red lane. Yung sinasabi po ni Mark Taguba, gusto makabawas, gusto makatipid. That is in as far as the revenue generation perspective of the government is concerned. But I wish to invite the attention of the committee to a bigger perspective. Ang pinag-uusapan po natin dito is not only misdeclaration, but even non-declaration. Paano kung may magpasok ng bomba? Paano kung may magpasok ng mga firearms and ammunitions without the necessary declaration? And what if the consignee, the end user of this importation, are terrorist group? I hope we appreciate the possibility na baka hindi lang po income ng gobyerno ang nawawala. Baka hindi lamang po batas ang nava-violate. Mr. Chair, I lament that with that existing system as alleged by our resource persons, we are compromising already even the national security of our country. That is a manifestation, Mr.
Yes,
Chair.
thank you so much.
And among the classification of goods, kasama po dyan yung general merchandise.
Yes, ma'am. Diyan yung general merchandise po, yun yung medyo magulo kasi there's so many commodities that's classified general merchandise. So diyan po tayo nagkakaroon ng maraming problema sa ating peer, sa ating
Can you
port.
please enlighten us, Commissioner? Ano po ba yung problemang na-generate nitong classification na general merchandise?
Mag-import ng, let's say, mga non-branded sapatos, mga damit, pero hahaluan na yan ng kung ano-ano na high-end commodity or prohibited commodities. Usually, dun sa general merchandise, tayo nagkakaroon ng problema. So, pinapasok na nila dun yung mga kontrabando. So, hindi siya nakalista dun sa packing list nila. Talagang dun sa general merchandise, yun po yung madalas maabuso nung importer. And the brokers, sometimes the brokers, they really don't care kung ano yung laman ng containers. So, yan po yung nagkaroon tayo ng, that's where the corruption and so many other problems come into play, yung sa general merchandise. Your Honor.
Commissioner, I will go back to you. Mr. Taguba, I remember during your previous testimony, you made mention of general merchandise in relation to TARA system. Can you enlighten us on this?
Your Honor, yung general merchandise po, iba-iba po kasing may-ari nun. So,
Iba-iba ang may-ari.
Opo. Yung isang container, pwedeng may footwear, pwedeng may kitchenware. So, iba-iba. Hindi naman siya kontrabando, pero hindi siya dinedeclare kasi mahaba eh. Pag i-declare mo siya, ang may-ari ng container, ay yung may-ari ng produkto, sobrang dami ng laman ng isang container eh. So, hahaba yung ililist mong items. So, ang ginagawa, pag general merchandise, pipili na lang ng ilan na papayagan naman ng BOC. So yun na lang i-declare.
In other words, mayroong nakalista, mayroong hindi.
Yes. General description po.
And for some whose intention really is to engage in importation of contraband, sinasadya nila na gamiting classification yung general merchandise para mailusot those which are prohibited.
Magagamit po siya sa...
Like
ganun
shabu.
din. Pwede po.
Yun bang 6.4 billion, if you still remember, Mr. Taguba, was it classified also as general merchandise?
Pwede ko po bang i-clarify muna yung sinabi ni Commissioner File doon? Kung
Yes.
Okay lang po.
Your Honor, nasa akin na yung pangalan ng importer. So, I would like to say it now. Yung tinanong nyo kanina, Your Honor, kung sino yung nag-import.
Okay, sige, ganito muna. You hold on to your horses, Mark. Let us listen first to Commissioner Faildon. Sige, Commissioner.
Yung importer po, ma'am, is a company na EMT Trading.
EMT Trading.
Yes, ma'am. And yung registered owner ay si Irene May Tatad. Nakakulong po yata ito ngayon, Your Honor. I would like Mr. Taguba to correct me if I'm wrong because I think siya yung I think he knows it.
Okay,
so
sige.
kung mali yung aking sinabi, I would...
So, ang consignee dun sa importation na yon ay EMT Trading. Tama, Commissioner?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
The registered owner is Irene May Tatad. I'm sure Mr. Taguba may clarify this if this is wrong or not.